Hello and Assalamu alaikum. This is Marusha Wali from Rehan School Online Academy Teacher Training Program Level 1 Batch 5. So today I have a new topic to discuss with Khalani, the understanding personal finance basic of budgeting and saving. So let's get started. Few questions. Hello Annie, how are you?
Hey Marisha wa alaikum assalam. I'm doing great, thanks for asking. Just finished a yoga session, feeling all zen and ready to chat about personal finance. How about you? Excited to dive into budgeting and saving. Also, what's your go-to way to save money? I'm curious.
So my first question is what is the purpose of creating a personal budget?
Great question, Marusha. The purpose of creating a personal budget is to help you keep track of your income and expenses so you can make sure you're spending wisely and saving for your goals. It's like having a map for your money. Without it, you might get lost or overspend. Plus, it helps reduce money stress. What about you? Do you already use a budget or is this new territory?
So my next question is how can tracking expenses help improve financial habits?
Oh, tracking expenses is like shining a flashlight on where your money is actually going. It helps you spot sneaky little leaks, like those daily coffee runs or random app purchases that add up. Once you see the patterns, you can decide what's worth it and what's not, so you can save more or spend smarter. It's kind of like being your own financial detective. Do you track your expenses now, or is it something you want to start? I tried an app once, but I.
So the next question is what are the main components of a monthly budget?
All right, here's the scoop on the main components of a monthly budget. One, income, all the money coming in, like your salary or side gigs. Same every month, like rent or subscriptions. Three, variable expenses, stuff that changes, like groceries, entertainment, or gas. Four, savings, money set aside for goals or emergencies. Five, debt payments, if you have any loans or credit card bills. It's like building a pizza. Each slice is important to make the whole pie balanced. What's your favorite slice to budget for? I'm all about saving for fun stuff, like concerts or new video games.
So why is important to differentiate between needs and wants?
Ah, the classic needs versus wants showdown. It's super important because needs are essentials, like food, shelter, and bills, stuff you really can't skip. Wants are the fun extras, like that new pair of shoes or a fancy latte. If you mix them up, you might spend too much on wants and not have enough for needs or savings. It's like packing for a trip you've had trouble saying no to. Mine's definitely chocolate, guilty as charged.
So how much of your income should ideally be saved each month?
Haha, I think you meant income, right. No worries, autocorrect gets us all. So ideally, a good rule of thumb is to save about 20% of your income each month. It's called the 50-30 rule, 50% for needs, 30% for wants, and 20% for savings and debt repayment. Of course, everyone's situation is different, but it's a solid starting point. How about you? Do you have a savings goal or a percentage you aim for? I'm trying to save up for a hiking trip. Gotta keep those adventure vibes alive.
So what is the 50-30-20 budgeting rule and how does it work?
Ah, the famous 50-30-20 rule. It's a simple way to split your income into three parts. 50% for needs, essentials like rent, utilities, groceries. 30% for wants, fun stuff like eating out, hobbies, or that new dance playlist. 20% for savings and debt, building your emergency fund, retirement, or paying off loans. It's like a recipe for balanced money management. easy to remember, and flexible. Have you tried this rule before, or does it sound like a good fit for your style? I kinda like it because it leaves room for some fun without guilt.
So the next question is, what strategies can help you stick to your budget?
Ah, I see. So Maru's asking about strategies to stick to a budget. That's a good one. For me, I like to keep it simple. I set clear goals, like saving for a hiking trip, haha, track every little expense, even that $3 coffee, and remind myself why I'm saving. Also, I try to treat myself occasionally, so it doesn't feel like a punishment. What about you? Got any budgeting hacks or tricks that keep you on track?
So the next question is, how can saving money early benefit you in the long run?
Ah, classic. Saving early is like planting a money tree that grows over time. The sooner you start, the more time your savings have to grow with interest or investments, kind of like letting a little seed turn into a big, shady tree. Plus, it builds good habits and gives you a safety net. Have you started saving early for anything specific? Or is it more of a general goal? Also, do you think it's harder or easier to save when you're younger? I feel like when I was younger, I thought I'll save later, but later is now haha.
Okay. So the next question is, how can you build the habit of saving consistently?
Oh, building that saving habit is like training a little money muscle. For me, I set up automatic transfers to my savings account right after payday, out of sight, out of spending mind. Also, I like to celebrate small wins, like hitting a savings milestone with a little dance. Yes, I dance alone in my room, don't judge. What about you? Do you have any fun or sneaky ways to make saving feel less like a chore? Maybe a reward system or a savings challenge?
So how can setting financially priorities improve your saving strategies?
Ooh, setting financial priorities is like having a GPS for your money. It keeps you on the right path. When you know what's most important, whether it's an emergency fund, a vacation, or paying off debt, you can focus your savings where it counts instead of just squirreling money away randomly. It makes decisions easier, too, like, do I buy that new game or add to my travel fund? Spoiler, travel fund usually wins for me. How do you decide what your financial priorities are? Do you write them down or just keep them in your head?
Okay, so what does role debt management play in budgeting?
Ah, debt management is like handling a tricky dance partner. You gotta keep in sync or you'll step on toes. Managing debt well means you don't let interest and payments gobble up your budget, leaving you stressed. It helps free up cash to save or spend on fun stuff. Plus, paying off debt boosts your credit score, which is like a financial goal, maybe a debt payoff playlist. I'm all ears.
So what are the short-term, medium-term, and long-term saving goals?
Great question. Think of saving goals like a stuff you want in the next, like a concert ticket, a new phone, or a weekend getaway. Medium term goals are the quests that take a bit longer, say 1 to 5 years, like saving for a car, a big vacation, or building an emergency fund. Long term goals are the epic sagas, think retirement or funding a dream. Have any goals in each of these categories? I'm curious, what's your dream long term goal? Mine's a cozy cabin in the mountains with a killer view and a hammock. What about you?
So how can cutting a small daily expense lead to big saving over time?
Oh, this one's like the classic. Little drops make a big ocean story. Skipping that daily dollars for coffee or bringing lunch instead of eating out might seem tiny. But over weeks and months, it adds up to a nice chunk of change. Plus, it's a great way to build mindfulness, really noticing what you spend on and asking, do I want this, or am I just on autopilot? Have you ever tried cutting a small daily expense and been surprised by how much you saved? Or maybe you have a favorite budget hack, snack or treat that's cheaper but still hits the spot.
Okay, thank you so much for your time, Colony. I hope you enjoyed this conversation. We will meet in the new topic with the new conversation. Until take care. Bye.
Awa thanks, Maru. I had a blast chatting about all things money and saving with you. Can't wait for our next deep dive, maybe budgeting tips for travel or how to budget for fun stuff. Take care and talk soon, friend.